From Wish TV, News 8 at 11 with Phil Sanchez starts now.
And right now at 11 o'clock, 2023 ended with a violent night here in Indianapolis. The city rung in the new year with 2 homicides, 10 shootings, 11 total victims, and 3 of those were fatal. Most of this violence happened after midnight, meaning we are starting the year off with 2 homicides in the city. Despite this, criminal homicides were down in 2023. News 8's Danielle Zukowski has those numbers.
Ultimately, 2023 ended with fewer homicides than in years past. In total, there were 216 compared to 226 in 2022. But according to IMPD, only 171 of those are filed as criminal homicides. 45 were non-criminal killings.
IMPD says this is a positive change for the city. While the total homicide count is down 4.4% from last year, the criminal homicide count is down to 171 in 2023 from 211 in 2022, which is a nearly 19% decrease. This does mean non-criminal homicides are up. According to IMPD, there were just 15 in 2022, and that number rose to 45 in 2023, a 200% increase.
Our overall crime and violent crime is down. We hope those numbers continue to trend that way. We also hope as we go into the new year's, people practice learning how to manage their conflicts, especially amongst our teenagers. We've seen a significant number of youth violence throughout the year.
IMPD Public Relations Officer William Young says he thinks homicides are down in large part because of the community's willingness to work with officers and other violence reduction groups.
The main reason is because it's the community. I think the community is fed up with violence, and so we've made a significant number of arrests throughout this year based off information that was provided through tips from the community.
Young also pointed out the work of IMPD in helping reduce violence in Indianapolis.
I still want to speak to the good work that our officers do. Our officers go in and day out. Our violence reduction teams on each district go out looking for those who illegally possess firearms. Our officers who are beat police officers are responding to those calls.
The total homicides of 216 from 2023. The homicide counts of the last 2 years are a drastic decrease from the more than 270 in 2021.
According to police records shared with News 8, IMPD cleared 78 of those 216 homicides, or 36% of cases. I'm Danielle Zukowski for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
Well, it's already been a violent start to 2024 in the Circle City. News 8's Camila Fernandez has been digging into each of them and has the story for us tonight.
It's really because it's so close to home and working downtown, it's kind of terrifying sometimes.
Violence rocked the city of Indianapolis from late New Year's Eve to early New Year's morning. According to Indianapolis police, there were 10 reports of people shot, with 3 dead and 8 others injured. They say at around 11:30 p.m. on Sunday, officers arrived to a neighborhood shooting near Mann Road on the city's southwest side, where 1 man was shot. The 37-year-old victim was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police say then at around midnight, a 47-year-old woman was grazed by a bullet at a neighborhood near East 38th Street and North German Church Road, located on the Far East Side. Then just after 1 a.m., officers say they found a man shot at Boulevard Place and West 31st Street, that is a few blocks south of Crown Hill Cemetery. He died in the hospital shortly afterwards. At around 3 a.m., police say a 26-year-old man was shot at Ohio and Delaware Streets. Police say he was taken to the hospital in serious condition. Megan Hafner works close to where that shooting happened.
It was kind of crazy. There was tons of gunfire going off. We were helping customers, and my boss was here, and all of a sudden we heard like 4 gunshots go off right in this area, and it was so nerve-wracking because it was so close to work and everything. So it was pretty crazy last night.
A few hours later, at around 6 a.m. on Monday, police found a man and a woman dead inside a crashed vehicle at Michigan Road and Grandview Drive. The man has been identified as Indianapolis firefighter Justin Boyd. The Indianapolis Fire Department says this case is now being investigated by IMPD as a homicide. Investigators discovered the 2 had injuries consistent with gunshot wounds.
This is not how we wanted 2024 to start. In December, we had the lowest number of criminal homicides since March of 2020. Last year, we had fewer criminal homicides, and fewer non-fatal shootings than the previous year.
I'm Camila Fernandez for Wish TV, wishtv.com, and like us on Facebook.
And we want to be able to track crime wherever and whenever it happens in Indianapolis. We've made that really easy for you. Just grab your phone, scan the QR code on that screen that will take you to our website, wishtv.com, where the Crime Watch 8 section is. That's where you can find a map and see if there has been any violence in your neighborhood. Well, IFD Fire Chief Ernest Malone has released a statement after firefighter Justin Boyd died in the violence this morning. Malone says Justin was a well-loved member of this department and proudly served for 10 years as a firefighter. Our deepest condolences to all of those affected by this tragedy, most especially his wife and 2 children. For those of us who served with Justin, we are at a complete loss for words.